Basically, we was out there. I had some dummy at one of the niggas that was sitting on the dick or whatever. I had some one of them. I told him pop on whoever you want to pop on. I get him a better seat with him. But after that, he popped it off, and then after that, we just rushed him.
Like the what they do, sitting with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta groove in a Jimmy Choo. Break the rules, no you're not a fool, but I'm in the mood.
Finally got my boy on the line, man. Tell the people who you are.
Yeah, man, you already know.
Live from prison in DC, my boy Short, man. Let the people know what's going on with you, man.
I mean, you already know, bro. I should be home soon, hopefully. You know, I'm going for parole in June. You know, I got locked up out here in Maryland, November 2017. I got locked up out here for two bodies or whatever. I mean, we took it to trial. We raised a gun. I mean, I beat both murders. I got 10 years for one count manslaughter. But you know, I already got 4 rings. I might have to do 5 on 10. That'd be great. I'll be back in the town with you, bro.
Let's get into these. We gonna get into what prison is like in DC, probably the next call. But let's get into this Rikers Island stuff, man. How old was you when you first went to Rikers Island, and how long was you there?
Crazy shit. Oh yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was on the island like 10 years ago. My first time being on the island. I was 17, and I was 17. April 2011, I got to the Rock.
Yeah. And I remember this night. Something else had happened in the hood. I think somebody else had got locked up for a gun. And you was off the block. You was doing something else. And then I remember it was like, yo, Day got locked up. I'm like, Day got locked up. And so tell the people what you had got locked up for that time.
I just got locked up for a hammer. Like on my grandmother's block. I got locked up for a gun charge. Got 3.5 for that.
Tell the people what it was like. What were your thoughts when you first got to the island? Were you like a little bit worried? Because, you know, I say in my stories that, you know, I ain't really know what I was getting into. So I was a little bit concerned. But I knew that I had to still be a champ. Because I ain't want the word to get back home that I went to the island and I became a blood clot pussy boy. So what was it like for you?
I mean, you know, when I got to the island around that time, you know, it was me on the island at that time. I'm in 13. Akon was there. You know, he wound up being a rat.
Yeah.
Suki was there. Same time as me. You know, he let us down too. But I mean, they put me in 2 names. You know, like our hood, like where we from, our shit was called OGs. Like that was our hood game for real, OGs. You know, like around that time we was beefing with the YG niggas. The YG niggas basically is like they was like they gang like all over the Bronx, Harlem, and whatever. But like OGs was our shit. Like that was just our platform. So I was there. We was beefing with all the YG niggas. Like just our hood, we was beefing with all the YG niggas.
Yeah.
So
Kiki Benny.
So me first, I was in 2 main. I first got to 2 main. Nigga Akon was there. Akon had the crib or whatever. So when I got there or whatever, I got there, I was pretty quick. I think that was from the hood for real. So, I mean, then niggas pulled up. You already know niggas fuck with us because we so official. So, other niggas riding with us when we beef with the YG niggas. You already know we get to riots, all types of shit like that for real. But later on, my niggas from Harlem came. And that's basically what was going on around that time. We was beefing with the YG niggas that whole year for real.
Alright, so see, that's interesting because at the time where I was on the island and when I went up north, it wasn't no static with the gunners. It wasn't no static. So I'm picturing like how it all changed within a year or 2. You know what I'm saying? Like we went from shaking hands with them, throwing up the same signs together, you know what I'm saying, to dudes out in the town really trying to kill each other. So what was like Was y'all like running into gunners in there and y'all was like, y'all had to shake? Like what was going on in there? Cause you know gunners had power in C-74 too.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I mean, you already know the yard on the island, C-74 is big, dumb big, whatever. So anyway, anytime we went to the yard or whatever, yeah, that's what I meant. The yard is dumb big, C-74. So anytime we went to the yard, you know, them men group up in their little congregation or whatever. They'd be on the other side, but it'd be tension for real. So like, niggas would know like it could go down any second for real. So it was a lot of tension going on like out there. But anytime niggas bumping each other in the corridors, I mean, fights would start right then and there or whatever. But I mean, we had like that year we had at least 3 big ass riots with them in the yard. And like the first one was crazy big. And I started that one.
You started a riot with the gunners in the yard?
Oh, matter of fact, my man E-Dot was there with us too. Like I can't forget.
E-Dot, you mean fat E-Dot, light skin?
Yeah, E-Dot from Harlem. Yeah, exactly. E-Dot was there with us. But now basically we was out there. I had some dummy at one of the niggas that was sitting on the dick or whatever. I had sent one of them. I told him pop on whoever he want to pop on. I get him a better seat with him. But after that, he popped it off, and then after that, we just rushed him. And the shit popped off. For the y'all crazy. Matter of fact, my man Marty was there with us too. My man Marty from the Panthers. I mean, he was under me at the time. Like that's my bro for real. Like I love that nigga.
Kiki Benny.
So you said you sent a missile at dude, and then it started. So this was in the crib. This wasn't in the yard.
This was in the yard. No, we wasn't shitting no prison. Not like that. And one of them came to the crib with us. They was getting out of there.
Oh, alright. So about how many people would you say was involved in that first riot right there?
I ain't gonna lie, that riot, that shit was the biggest one. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it was hundreds of niggas in that shit. Everybody, and my nigga Rico was there. Rico Baller from 6 Wild. Rico was there. My man Grandpa G's was there. From E-Dot Hood.
Okay.
There was a lot of us though. My man's French Baller from Walsh was there. A couple of my Walsh niggas. Yeah.
Alright. So being that OGs and the Gunners was beefing hard at that time, what was it like when y'all was going to court? You ever had to, you know what I'm saying, like shaking the pins and all that?
Matter of fact, you know, we was going to school around that time too, though, for real. But one funny situation, I remember one time they had me go to school. You know, I was at 300 at this time. I was at 300, so we sent me to school. So it was like the crib, like next to us on the whole other side. That shit was a whole YD crib. You know, the bad YD. So for real, like as we was going to school, like I ain't gonna lie, I was on my bullshit at the time for real. So I ain't gonna lie, them niggas that got too close to niggas that we was going to school one day. And I ain't gonna lie, I ran down and popped it off, and I wound up getting shaken with like 2 of them in the classroom for real. You know what I mean? You remember, matter of fact, Roach was there. My man, Day from the building, the other Day.
Okay.
Roach was there or whatever. Yeah, he was there too around that time. So yeah, I got it shaken in the classroom. He tried to run up and get into it too, but he was too far behind him. So it was just me for real by myself shaking it with a couple of them. But I mean, that was just another little fight for real. You already know we running the niggas on that. Shit happened there too.
Yeah. What about damn? So it was always staticky, man. Like you ever had to get it on the dance floor, or you seen anybody get it on the dance floor?
I mean, I ain't never fight on the dance floor to visit. But
You right though, cause dudes ain't really trying to fight on the dance floor. They trying to get their visit.
Yeah.
For real.
But matter of fact, it definitely do go down though. Cause matter of fact, my nigga E-Dot spanked a couple niggas on the dance.
Yo, your time was a lot more staticky, man.